What up, YouTube? It's Ernest with Rated E Cards and Collectibles. We're here with our 7th place finalist, Christopher A.K.A. Panda. What'd you do today, mate, man?
And I played Yubel.
Yubel?
Yes.
And you got top 8.
Top 8. Went 6-1-1.
6-1-1. Hell yeah, dude.
Yep, I knew it was going to be a good call. The deck was actually a lot stronger than a lot of people. I know most people didn't read it. Very new.
Right.
They knew most people weren't going to be siding or ready for it. So
yep.
I knew this was a good time to play it.
And I played right next to you. I was like, well, I don't know what he's saying, but he's doing plays.
Then we get right into this.
Yes,
so
sir.
The new card, one of the new cards of the deck, Spirit of Yubel. It ends up being a hand trap with kind of everything to help you with Yubel. When your opponent attacks, you can special summon it from your hand. When it's destroyed, doesn't matter where, you special, and doesn't have to go to the graveyard. It special summons Yubel, the regular Yubel, from your hand, deck, graveyard, or banished.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's super strong.
And when he's special summoned, you can add a Yubel or a card that mentions Yubel. You can set it or add it to your hand.
Right.
All right, and then I'm actually just running one Yubel and one Terran Incarnate.
Okay.
A lot of builds I looked up before I started playing. Some did not run the third one, some did, but you just run one of each. Because again, unless they banish it face down, you don't run into that issue.
Yeah.
Of if it getting regular banish, you can get it back. And then I did run this. At first I didn't understand it. I saw some builds with it, but they run that in the spell. And this summons, they can summon literally Yubel or this one.
Dark Beckoning Beast, all right.
And also they have a starter for the deck now too.
Cool.
So it also gives you fodder for hands for discard, which you'll need. And ran a tour guide package because I am running some of the Unchained cards in there.
Nice.
And then this is their one starter. It's literally a lone Fire Blossom for Yubel.
Wow.
It literally tributes yourself, special summons Yubel from the deck.
And
a Yubel monster.
Phantom Nightmare as well, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, this one's new. And then small Unchained package. Pop cards. This came up more than anything else a lot, over and over again, being able to, when they would try to SP, I could chain and pop the Yubel effect would trigger the summon.
Hell yeah.
And hand traps, 2 nibs, 3 ash. Because this deck doesn't mind about being banished and they don't have to go to the graveyard, I could run D-Shifter, which did shut a lot of people off.
What's the count on Shifter today?
Shifter? Wasn't a lot. For whatever reason, whenever I play this card, I don't see it a lot.
Damn, didn't even need it.
I may have dropped it twice. You don't really need it. It's just one of those that can potentially blow people out.
Yeah, it's just auto win.
If you
most
see
of
it,
the
it
time.
blows them out.
Yep.
Of course, 3 Pot of Prosperity because you're trying to see cards.
Ultis.
And then the card that probably makes it. This is the card that makes this deck playable.
Okay.
Nightmare of Pain. You pop a Dark Monster on the field or in your hand, destroy it, and then you get to add a Yubel or a card that mentions Yubel from your deck to your hand. And your opponent has to attack a Yubel monster. If you control a Yubel monster, your opponent has to attack it. Like they can't skip their battle phase, or they have attacked these monsters. They have to attack it, and any battle damage you would have taken, they take instead.
Right.
So this is literally the killer. People go to battle phase, attack. You start summoning the Spirit of Yubel, even if the game destroyed, summons another Yubel, they still have to refresh it to Yubel. And then the other one that has the Dark Beckoning Beast. This also summons Yubel back. Wow. Or the Spirit of Yubel, because this can special summon a Fiend monster with 0 attack and 0 defense from your graveyard by discarding a card. Yep. This is really good for getting Yubel back, which I did a lot.
Hell yeah. And
then, of course, 1 for 1, because that one starters are 1 of. And, of course, probably also why this deck is super playable.
Yeah.
Super Poly, and I'll show you theirs. And then their own special Super Poly. They can respond to this one, but this one does the same thing as this. Uses monsters on your opponent's side of the field.
Nice.
And because the new Yubel fusion uses 1+ effect monsters on the field.
Right.
So the Yubel and 1+ effect monsters, so I was using people's entire boards all day.
How many monsters do you use as fusion material off of one of these?
Off one of these? The most I did was 6.
Yeah. 6 monsters?
Yeah, and then the fusion also burns them for 500 per.
Yo, so that's material. 3K right there?
That's 3K right there.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
And then Escape of the Unchained, of course, and then 3 Imperns.
Nice. Yeah, and you had a decent amount of non-engine in there, too. You had, like, what, 12 slots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the new card that basically makes...
3?
Yeah, you play 3 of these battles. You want to see this, and it did happen, and not here today because I didn't play it, but in locals, people playing cash tier, they like go and they want to take this. I'm like, that's why I run 3. Like, no, we good.
Yep.
And then Mudcracker never came up. This to extra burn damage.
Oh, okay.
Never ran into it or needed it because we're playing Super Poly.
Yep. All the nice targets.
And then I got a good links. And then, of course,
Yep.
Unchained Links.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I could run SP Little Knight. I need a little SP Little Knight. Didn't have one.
Dang.
So I played without one. Definitely not needed for the strategy, but it definitely would have came up a whole lot, I'll be honest with you. But
sure.
I just didn't have one.
Okay.
But yeah, that was basically deck. For side, be honest with you, nothing special on the side.
Okay.
I can show
Wink.
it to you.
Okay.
But I pretty much sided in all day was Lightning Storms, Evenlies, and this because
Bells.
Popular Snake was everywhere. I should have mained this. I should have mained this.
Yeah.
I did not know. I actually didn't know how powerful that deck was. And then 2 of these, never sided it in. Didn't side it in. This I did side in because I'm probably going to bump this to 3, but the card I lose to is Evenly.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah, I see.
This deck loses the back row. Like, once people understand the deck, it won't be as strong right now, but they didn't really understand. But really, it's getting at the back row of this deck.
For sure.
Top Nightmare of Pain. But
And,
yeah.
and then what were some of your matchups today?
I literally played 8 rounds of Snake Eyes.
Oh my god.
8 rounds of Snake Eyes.
Nothing but Snake Eye, huh?
Some Snake Eye variant. The most played one was probably Fire King, but I played. I saw Pure, I saw Fire King, and I saw Rescue Ace. But every round I played.
Wow, this is the big
Eyes.
3.
I was like, every round, I almost. I was like, that's a very popular deck right now.
No doubt. Well, you got any shout outs or anything?
Definitely shout out to my friends, the people I rode with, BJ Klein, who also topped.
Hell yeah.
You know, my locals back home that I go to, Cafe, Action.
Cool.
You know, my friends, Wise Guys, you know, everybody back home.
All right, man. Well, yeah, appreciate the deck profile.
Hey.
Peace out.